And we've kind of got to the difficulties of being an African-American head coach in the NFL. And I don't want to say this in a disrespectful way. It would almost seem that you are overqualified to be the head coach right now at a HBCU, but we do see the Deons and the Eddie Georges, and now we add you to that. What is that now adding to the HBCU experience?
I'm at Grambling State University, where one of the greatest minority coaches in the history of football coaching, Eddie Robinson.
Yes, sir.
One of the best ever. Walked those halls, led those players, created environments for those players to be great. So when I thought about, okay, Hugh, maybe somebody, my phone might ring and somebody say you get a chance to be a position coach in the National Football League, or you have a chance to go be the head coach.
Big man.
Put on the shoes, go in the museum where they have an Eddie Robinson Museum on campus.
They should.
I understand the legacy.
So how do you not go take that program, watching what Deion's done, watching what Eddie will do, and say, how do I make Grambling State University better than both of those?
Okay, so with that mindset and the legacy, and you painting the picture, right? A minute ago, we talked about the challenges of a minority coach inheriting a garbage team.
Absolutely.
Right? And now you're here at the HBCU where you lack resources. We got to do something about that. Because I recently saw Eddie George post something about Hammer Strength in their new locker room.
Absolutely.
We got to get these companies that are able and capable to support these colleges behind, people like you.
You're going to laugh, Fred.
You know what I'm saying?
When I took the job on December 10th, probably December 14th, you guys go check it.
How was the interview process for that?
It was amazing because Dr. Travian Scott, who's the AD, and President Gallo, who's our president, want to take Grambling State University football to a whole different level.
You don't seek out a Hue Jackson if you don't.
Absolutely, they want to scale.
How?
But because it's called resources, it's just what you said. So I did the unthinkable because that's just the way my mind thinks. I went on Instagram. I put out a post on Instagram.
Use butt
All the Graham fam, I need your help. Come on and help me make this university what you guys want it to be, which is great.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. My Instagram box, whatever you want to call it, started to flood. I've had people walk in with TVs, checks, whatever you can think of. So here's my point. I get tired of hearing what HBCUs can't do.
Right.
It's time to get out of that.
What they can do.
Thank you. Quit talking about what we can't do. Yeah, do we need to do it better? Yeah, does the process need to be better and all that? Yes. Yeah. But there's too many alumni out there that want to see their school thrive, just like at Florida.
So we talked about pressure.
Yes.
And the only time I really speak up is when something hits me, I just get passionate. I'm always
Come on, I know you.
in,
You
right?
know me. Yes.
But pressure.
I love it.
Right? As a minority coach on the other level, the same pressure.
It's a different, I feel like it's a different type of pressure.
But it's still a greater pressure.
They want to prove the Channing Crowders of the world wrong.
Absolutely, I do too. And I want to prove him wrong. I want to prove him wrong because I heard what he said about HBCU.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
I know what he
pressure.
said.
Hey, Hugh,
You're made
love
for
it.
Can I say this, Hugh?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna say this though. As a kid that grew up in Louisiana, in New Orleans, that frequented the Bayou Classic.
Yes.
It was the culmination of football.
Yes.
In my young life.
It was the what of football?
Culmination.
I love it. I love it.
And he said it right.
We're going to teach these kids
It
at
was the culmination.
HBCU that word.
Like it was, in no disrespect to anybody else, it was black excellence to me.
Right.
It was the best we could offer in football and entertainment and in culture. How much pressure do you feel to bring that back? And also now you're competing with a Jackson State that has a Deion, a Tennessee State that has Eddie George. And now you bring Hue Jackson into this, who's a former NFL head coach, period. No matter if it's 20 years down the line, that's always what will be attached to your name. Is there a pressure associated with that in the sense that I want to get Grambling back to the Eddie Robinson days?
That's the reason why I took the job. That's what my expectation is to get it back.
It's so crazy. We talked to Tyson Bordeaux, he said the same thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, here's the fun part. You guys talk about myself and Eddie and Dion. There's Willie Simmons. That's at FAMU. That's Eric Dooley, who left Prairie View A&M. That went to Southern.
Keep it coming.
Who's a heck of a coach.
Keep it coming.
There's Coach Maynard, who's at Alabama.
Oh,
He's a
my
heck of a
teammate,
coach.
Reggie Barlow.
Thank you. Listen.
B.
I don't think we're doing it right. Because let me tell you something. Those men, they can coach.
Right.
Those guys are great football coaches. They might not have had the aspiration of going to coach in the National Football League. Maybe this was their dream right where they are right now, and they're doing it well. So, yeah, I need to beat the Deion Sanders. But you know what? I need to beat all them guys.
Well, you're talking about try to continue Eddie Robinson's legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also trying to win football games. So you got to put an offense together. You got to do everything the other coaches do, but you're also carrying that torch that you have to carry. Isn't that tougher on you?
No.
That's not a harder job than the normal coach that's coaching that, somewhere that doesn't have that pressure?
No, because that don't bother me. These are big shoulders. I've been through the war. I know what this is like. I failed at Cleveland, according to what people said.
No, according to what you said.
Yeah, absolutely. And I did say that because you know what? Sometimes you got to play the game, right?
Okay.
I didn't fail at Cleveland. Are you kidding me? Go back and look at the teams. Go back and look and ask me who had the decision to put them on the field.
Okay.
I have my own algorithm as a football coach. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know what players it takes. How was I coaching them in Cincinnati, but yet all of a sudden in Cleveland, I don't know what it takes to win?
Right.
No, it don't work that way. Yeah, I didn't all of a sudden fall off the turnip truck and forget football in a freaking year. I know what it takes to win. You think that I was going to put quarterbacks on my team that we had on our team in the beginning?
Preach.
Like, come on now, let's wake up. Look, you know the media, Ryan, as well as anybody. They can, once you start that fire, it takes off and run. Yes. And that's the narrative that everybody can create when they want to.
That's that flame he was talking about.
Yeah, the flame. But Hugh, one more thing. This is my argument, and this is my thing, and I keep putting it out, I put it on everybody.
Yes.
The resources. Because you've seen big schools, you're going to Instagram to try to get people.
I have money.
No.
So if that's what it takes, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get Grambling State University to be right on the echelon of where you think Florida is and everybody else. And I'm going to ask all of this Graham fam, go in your pocket. Come help us be the best we can be. Because that's all you can do is ask. All they can do is say no.
And how could you not support that? I mean, I'm here, sitting here as reserved. This is just my demeanor. But I hear the passion and the fact that he wants to not only get the HBCU and Grambling State, back on the map. He understands the challenges that's presented.
So passionate, though.
The passion is there, but the pride he's tucked aside.
Fred, you know what I really want, you three? I want these minority coaches who feel like they can't go get it in the National Football League. Come on over here.
I love it.
That's the
sir.
thing.
Come on over
That's
here
what you gotta do.
to the HBCU world.
That's what you got to do, bro.
Where these are your people. You get to coach the players that everybody says that sometime in the National Football League we can't coach.
Like the thing we talk about here, obviously it's the name of the show. It's about the pivot. You're a coach that built his way up to be a head coach in the NFL. And now, Twice. And now you hit a roadblock where it's not offensive coordinator, it's not quarterback coach, these things. So you made the ultimate pivot to now being an HBCU head coach.
The first one that's ever done it.
So tell me why that pivot's important to you.
Because I think it's going to open the door for these minority coaches that really want to be head coaches and know they have the skill to do it, to say, wait a minute, I can pivot from the National Football League. If they're not going to allow me to do it here, watch what Hue Jackson just did and watch that program soar and watch the resources start to flow into Grambling State because they do have a Hue Jackson there. And people want to be a part of that. Oh, by the way, Grambling State used to be the King Kong of HBCU football.
Hugh,
then why can't they be again?
I'm going to close it like this, Hugh, because I think this is vital. What's the impetus? Is it the young men? Or is it the HBCU? Is it the legacy? Or is it the fact to try and prove that you can do it and be successful on that level? I want it to be transparent that people that are seeing this parents, subscribers, whoever it might be, I want them to know why he's doing this. Because one, it could be, I want these young men to come here and have an amazing experience and let them realize that they're not missing out on anything.
Right.
You know, we
By
have
going to Power 5 schools.
Power 5s, exactly.
What he
And
just
How
said,
do you do that though?
What he
legacy.
just said is true.
Like,
This is not
what is
about
it really about?
This is not about me proving anything to
Hugh,
anyone.
it gotta be about you proving something though.
No.
Okay.
Because I'm 56 years old.
You look good, boy.
Yeah, thank you.
Damn, black don't crack.
Thank you.
It might be
dog.
that's a key.
I've already did all that. Here's the key. Why can't our minority young men
Okay.
go to an HBCU, get a great education, and graduate and play great college football? Be in an environment to where they can grow as young men on and off the field and be prepared to go play and chase their goals in the National Football League. Because we create the right environment. Why can't they do that?
That's what it's
There.
about.
Hugh, bottom line, man, you showed us what pivoting is. Like, where you start isn't where you finish.
No.
And sometimes when you think you've got to the end of the line, there's more road to go. So, man, we appreciate you. All the best to Grambling. Can your boy get, like, sideline tickets to the Bayou Classic, though?
Listen, here's my invitation to you, man. We're going to have a spring game.
Can I
I
come?
would love nothing more than for you men to be there and announce our spring game.
Done.
Wow.
Done.
Because you know
Is
why?
the band gonna be there, too, though?
You better believe they are.
Done.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I want people to believe that they can be Ryan Clark and Channing Crowder and Fred
out of
Taylor.
touch.
That they can someday have their own podcast after having an unbelievable career in the National Football
Oh, it's done, man. That's
So
gonna
I
be live.
need you, man, for so many different reasons, because I want these young men to see you can have success in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
The National Football League might be their reality, but it might not be.
Correct.
That's the real.
And where are you gonna pivot in your life as a young man
There we go.
to become successful?
Hey, so now I'm hearing this. This is the first time we ever did this. This is damn Hue Jackson.